it seems Twitch is in trouble thanks to Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos coming together. They're collabing, if you will, um, to end Twitch and apparently Hassan Piker. So this might be a rare Jeff Bezos W. I haven't paid attention to Elon Musk, so I don't know if this is rare for him. I think it's a rare Elon Musk W. I don't think Elon really does much except tweet 15,000 times a day.
Elon Musk is calling out Jeff Bezos to help end Hassan Piker and Twitch. It's coming to a head here in the post Charlie Kirk world, and we're going to get into it on the Legal Mindset. We teach you to be your own judge. Of course, I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney, and this is the fast facts version of the quickest and latest.
I don't know how I feel about
news.
it.
If you like this format, please like the video and leave a comment below on what you think.
Haven't
So we're
watched it,
right
but I'm going to drop you a like anyway, just because I like your face.
I've got a PowerPoint for you. Now,
my standards are quite low.
To the post Charlie Kirk assassination, we've had many people calling for the removal of Hassan. Now, one of the big things that
brother, we've been calling for the removal of Hassan for at least, I mean, basically since Hassan has existed, but especially over the last 6-ish months. He's just a net negative for the entire platform.
With this, and really push this forward was a certain video by a certain Tectone here, which is the compilation he put together showing, saying, hey, Twitch is corrupt and needs immediate action. Twitch, you must ban Hassan. Now,
if I remember correctly, Tectone tweeted this because Hassan tweeted like 2 hours prior that he never advocated for the violence against another group of people just based on their politics.
I'm not going to play it on the shorter version because I think it's going to trigger the algorithm with some of the words that are said. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is on YouTube. But I've got a nice.
I'm just now realizing he used to actually put his Snapchat in his links. That's so fucking
kind of
cringe.
Read them for yourself here, saying and I'm just going to sub it for a
love
PC
the
word.
amount
delete
of
them, delete those MFers. Delete these MFers in the street. Let the streets soak in their
red. Same man who owns a $3 million mansion, by the way, and who spends how much did he spend on his like shoes and jackets? Like $3,000 a pair. Wears them once, never wears them again. But everyone else is a capitalist. It's the same thing when Pokimane was like, we need to riot against the rich people, and then I don't remember the name of the guy she was in the boat with, but he was like, but you're rich. She goes, no, they're really rich, like the billionaires. These people think that if they advocate for the violence against capitalists in this case, or in Pokimane's case, rich people, I mean, same thing, they mean the same thing, they're just using different words, that if they advocate for it, they'll be safe if it happens. It's like, no, bitch, you'll be the first one to go. Well, maybe not the first, but you definitely be up there.
The direct quote there. Then you need to be gutting them. You need to be shanking these MFers and letting their intestines writhe on stage.
I don't remember the intestines part.
Hassan follows that in a different clip with slice them up. Yes, slice them and dice them. There is no way. There is no context. There is no later explanation. There's no in Minecraft you can add to that to make these comments okay.
I don't know if that would help him here, but
when they are directed towards individuals, directed towards groups, directed towards specific people.
Directed towards anyone who makes money.
These are wishing death, in fact, painful death, on people for simply being your political opponents. It's completely unacceptable. And this line of thinking is very much what ended up radicalizing an individual to ultimately end up commit the assassination of
bro, those bullet engravings. Or was it bullet or case engravings? I don't remember. They were so fucking weird. It was just like, what was it? It was like a furry YIF meme. Helldivers 2 meme. And something else. It like
of Charlie Kirk.
So cringe.
So this is exactly the sort of behavior that needs
obviously
to be
he's a fucking
eliminated
psychopath
from the
as well, but like
from the media, etc. This does not need to be out there. Once again, death threats and calls for direct violence and calls to violence or insurrection have never been protected speech. They've never been something that's out there and been okay. And in fact, if somebody who is the political opposite
your right
of
to
Hassan
free
had
speech
said
doesn't
this,
trump
they would
the law.
probably be behind bars. They would probably be investigated by the FBI. They'd probably be locked up. But for too long, we've allowed these comments to slip, and we've allowed these comments to go under the rug. And it's only now
well, under
that
the
we go
rug
back
is debatable.
And review them and say, no, we need to stop this. We need to clean this up.
Like
that we're actually looking at.
People on Twitch and Twitter, they don't let it slip. They don't let it slip. sweep under the rug. But if you mean like from a law perspective, yeah, it's
And
swept
many
under the rug.
people, myself included, have been calling for this for a while. No, actually, I hadn't seen the clip involving the red capitalist blood. That's actually, I
How? That's like
just
his
saw
most
that one
popular
in the
one, or
compilation. I hadn't seen that one
infamous, I guess.
previously. So even I, who's had some interactions with Mr. Piker, did not
I
know
feel
about
bad
that.
for you.
That is very, very much not okay. And there's really nothing in terms of explanation or cope or whatever else that can make saying that to an audience of tens of thousands, ultimately millions on the rewatch and people commenting on it. There's nothing that makes
Well,
that okay. And this
okay, millions might be pushing it. He's not Aspen Gold, okay? He doesn't pull those kind of views.
is very much the reason why people are celebrating death and calling for more death, is because people like this, like Hassan and his followers, to be clear, because there are others that follow and make similarly crazy statements. These sort of statements are exactly why we're in the position we
Who,
are today.
apart from his
And it's
orbiters, I
gotten
actually
the
can't think
notice
of anyone.
Mr. Musk. Mr. Musk is tagging
What's up?
Jeff
Yes, this
Bezos,
is
as
what
he
I
knows that
saw. I was
Jeff
so
Bezos owns
confused.
Amazon, which is the parent company of Twitch, saying, "What's up here, Jeff?"
I'm actually a fucking retard, so that never occurred to me. I forgot about that. Like half the time I forget Elon Musk owns Twitter, and I'm like, why does he keep showing up in my timeline? I forgot Jeff Bezos owns Amazon. Okay, that's why he was atting him. To me, these are just rich people now. They're not even like owners of companies. They're just rich.
What's going on, Jeff? Now, mind you, Jeff is no longer the CEO of Amazon, but he is the largest shareholder and the executive chair of the board of directors.
Yeah, he
So
is
he
the
has
most
a lot of say. In fact, I would say it's
decision-making
actually
power,
a better position than
probably.
the CEO, because you don't have to run the day to day. You
Yeah,
just
he doesn't have
have
to
the
do
most
shit,
say
and
in
he
the
gets the
company.
money.
So Jeff Bezos can absolutely team up with Musk to stop this, and he's got a massive incentive. I'm going to explain to you why. So there are morality clauses in corporate contracts. I've talked about these before. I'm going to talk about them again here today. You guys really, really need to remember this, because this is standard language in almost every corporate contract. They allow for cancellation for anything that would damage the reputation of the company, or anything negative for PR, anything that's not going to be positive for PR in the company, they can terminate for that reason. So all of these would have a morality clause tucked into them. So simply for the fact that this is not a
Bookstores
good look
refusing to sell
for
Stephen King. Very specific example there. Very, very specific. I wonder why he used that one. I wonder if Stephen King has any relevance over the last 4 or 5 days.
the companies and institutions and governments that are engaged, they can terminate these contracts, and these contracts can
It was
be
such a
terminating
stupid
contracts
tweet
with
on his behalf, man.
subcontractors or vice versa.
So
So, for
stupid.
example, we had a contractor that was writing a Sonic comic book making crazy statements. Sega could cancel that contract. We have bookstores that have already refused to sell Stephen King based on his
I saw
comments and what he's
tweets
been
from
saying, right?
bookstores saying Stephen King actually costed them millions from that. Now, I don't understand how he would have costed them millions, because it's only been 4 days or 5 days since that tweet, so I don't know.
Right? And you've
But
got
that's
anime
what they
and gaming,
said.
right? You've got a lot of localizers, a lot of people out there that are absolutely unhinged and making death threats and cultural
Yeah,
violence.
for whatever reason,
Companies can
localizers
terminate
are
that.
especially
Conventions, cons can say
unhinged.
we are not permitting violence. And in fact, I would say this is going to be very effective if everybody, all the other streamers out there in their niche, because I know a lot of these guys, maybe you're a bookworm, maybe you like movies, maybe you like games, anime, whatever you
Bro,
like,
do I need to
whatever
start
you're
making videos of PowerPoint presentations? Should I just give up on actual editing and just make a fucking PowerPoint slideshow?
nerd out on.
Should I do
You
that
know
for my
the people
Borderlands 4 video?
who are
Just a
celebrating it,
slideshow of the
and
game.
you know the companies involved. You can bring those names and those social media profiles to the attention of those companies, and they absolutely, triggering their morality clause, can terminate these contracts. And there's some massive ones at stake here. Let's talk about the Amazon contract. So Amazon, once again, Jeff Bezos and Amazon have massive
Total
amounts of
by
money
God's
at stake, far
father
more than
from
Hassan Piker
Shutterstock.
will ever make in his entire pathetic career online. He's got the Amazon has the Wild and Stormy cloud computing government contract. This
What?
is a $10 billion contract. Once again, no amount of Labubus is
Stupid
going to
name.
make that amount of money for Hassan Piker, and that's with the NSA. You've got the DOD.
Don't remind me of Labubu's, man. I watched a Caleb Hammer thing. It was one of the older ones. I say older, it's like 3 months old. I watched it yesterday. Stop mentioning Labubus, they hurt my soul.
Joint Warfighting Cloud Capacity Contract. That is an infinite delivery, infinite quantity, multiple award contract. I mean, this is instead of essentially infinite government money that's
Infinite
on the line,
moolah.
right? Hassan cannot compete with that. You've got the CIA Commercial Cloud Enterprise contract with Amazon. That's got infinite delivery and infinite quantity, right? Duration for 15
Even
years.
yeah,
You've got the U.S. Navy.
even if we're really nice and say Hassan is $100 million, he still has absolutely no chance.
Enterprise software license.
Like,
That's 724 million. Then
it's
you've
not
got
going to go in his favor
a
if they
$1
sue.
billion contract, or at least a very large contract, with the GSA,
Or
the
if they
General
ends the
Services
contract, he
Administration. That's a
decides to
federal
sue.
contract. And you've got many, many, many contracts, not just with the federal government, but with state and local government with Amazon Business. So you've got potentially all these governments, including your local government.
I need to
Guys.
watch
By the
out,
way,
boys, when it
if you're
hits.
liking this stuff, like the video
Oh
right
wait,
now.
is it 6 p.m. or
Your
7 p.m.?
local
The Young and
government
Larry stocks, and I
can
want to get some
cancel its
hoodies.
contract with Amazon. There are competitors. There are other vendors that can do these services. Amazon is not the sole
So I
provider
don't have enough
that can do
hoodies.
these services. They
I only
can
have like
intervene.
2
They
good
can
ones.
come in, and that's why you can and will and should contact
Did they already
your local
restock?
senator, your local member of the House,
Nice voice
your
crack
local
me.
politicians, your state representatives. All these guys should know, hey, we want you to look into Amazon because they are responsible for Twitch and they're responsible for Hassan's statements. Beyond that, you've got, and this is a post I had on Twitter. And by the way, I
don't know if I'd say they're responsible for Hassan's statements, because I feel like that sets a really bad precedent, in the sense that if someone on Twitch says something bad, that means Twitch is liable for it, and it's their like fault, so to speak. I'm just going to assume it was a miscommunication, or more than likely I just wasn't paying full attention,
notice
and
a
then
lot
I
of
just misunderstood.
you aren't following me on Twitter, so you want to follow at
I
The
am
Legal
following you.
Mindset. That's the
Don't
correct
worry.
one, not some fake anonymous account. At The Legal Mindset. That's my Twitter. But I dropped this one over. We're cancel this contract with the Twitch parent company, Amazon, unless they take corrective measures to remove violent speech from Twitch, such as removing creators like Hassan who glorify violence and celebrate American death.
That's why he
triggering a
actually
contract
done
morality
Musk.
clause.
Okay.
So Amazon has a 3-launch contract with SpaceX. SpaceX can terminate that contract. They can say, you know what, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. Elon can do it right now. Elon can do it
And
today.
he will. Or he would.
Beyond that, people are going to say, oh, it's not fair. It's not fair. Guess what happened before? If you guys have a memory, if you remember back in June when Trump was fighting with Musk, Trump decided, hey, I'm threatening to cancel SpaceX's contracts. Well, guess what? They've still got that power. They've still got that power to cancel any and all contracts they would have with Amazon, with any of the related companies. That's all on the table here if they don't take
What
action.
if we told
right?
Trump about
That's
Hassan?
very, very much fair play.
Do you think he'd be
So
sent
what
to El
can you do?
Salvador?
You can contact Amazon. You can post the video showing the promotion of violence and tag Amazon, tag government officials, tag Elon. Contact your politicians, federal, state, local.
Okay, well,
encourage companies.
If you're a bigger account, sure. I'm not going to fucking tag Elon or the government because I'm like a 100 follower Andy. You know, I'm not doing that. Fuck, out of my like 100 followers, only about, I'd say 30 of them are actually people. If you make a Twitter account and you post like semi-consistently, you will get a lot of bot followers. And I have premium, so I can see like how many I lose a day. I bleed a lot.
Companies to seek alternative contracts with vendors other than Amazon. So say, hey guys, listen, go to their competitors, go to somebody else. You don't need to go to Amazon
for the most part.
unless they fix this problem.
I'm sure I've lost like a
Amazon is
person or
unwilling to
two, like
fix
a real
this,
person, but it's mostly bots.
they need to go.
I feel like if I
Now,
actually
a
eat
little
on it,
bit
would
of
actually
tips
hurt
here.
your
This is
cause.
something that somebody pointed out to me and something I said on another video. Treat this like sales. When you're making these calls, making these emails, treat it like a sale. First of all, start with consideration of the other people and their perspective and time. You know, obviously thank them for their time, thank them for listening, be very polite and express why this issue is urgent. Hey, this just happened with Charlie Kirk. There's other people at risk here. This is something that others are going to try to repeat. We need to remove violent individuals and the promotion of violence ASAP, right?
I do like that language he used there. Will try to repeat. Not it might be repeated, it will. Because, yeah, it will. If the current discourse continues, the current way politics is communicated, and just ideas in general are communicated, especially on Twitch, by Hassan, by Destiny, I was gonna say, like, what right-leaning people on Twitch? I think Asmon has pretty good takes most of the time. Same with Tectone, and they don't communicate in the same way Hassan does, where it's like, oh, if you disagree with me, you're just retarded. And also, they don't call for violence against people who disagree with them. Yeah, it is mostly lefties. Their discourse needs to change. So,
Give them specific names or actions. Hey, we want you to cancel this contract. Hey, we want you to terminate this relationship. Hey, we want you to stop doing X.
by the way, as well, I'm almost positive if Elon and um Bezos were in a call, Bezos would do this without hesitation. Like, cut Hasan, cut Destiny. Realistically, he'd probably also ask to cut Asmon just to be safe. He'd be like, "Yo, cut these people," and Bezos would be like, "Yep, no problem." So, because as Legal Mindset pointed out, as Andrew pointed out, Bezos has a lot more to gain by staying like goody goody with Musk than he has to gain by keeping um Hasan especially, but realistically it's Hasan. That's probably any super political streamer, which, as I said, might also hit Asmon in the process. But for Asmon, I feel like it won't really matter because Asmon is very popular on every platform. He's popular on Twitter, he's popular on YouTube, he's popular on Twitch, he's popular on Kick. Am I forgetting anything? Is he popular on TikTok? I don't know. I don't use TikTok. And from what I know, he's not super popular on Instagram, but also, like, that doesn't matter, if we're being honest. So, yeah, it would kill Hasan and Destiny's career. Well, maybe not Destiny, but it would definitely kill Hasan's career. Cause like we checked before, like Hasan doesn't, for as big as he is. I'll just open a new YouTube. Uh, what's his name? Hasan Abi. I remember I looked it up. Yeah, because I wanted to check his views before. Two seventy, 500. Oh, his views are up. Well, I know why they're up. So basically, we should be looking at here. 100, 160, 280, 270, 340, 120, 211, 107, 150, 260, 2 or 175, once, and then we compare that to Asmon. So let's say Hasan averages per video, we'll say he averages 180. Okay, we'll say 200. 1.2, 916, 833. This was a stinker for him. 680, 880, 560. That was a stinker. 1 million, 500K, 1.3. Like, on Twitch, I know Asman is bigger than Hasan on Twitch, but these people are apparently near the same level. They're not. They're nowhere close. Hasan really only has relevance on Twitch. He has a little bit on YouTube, but like not that much more than your average like 1 million sub. I don't want to say 1 million sub Andy, but like you get what I mean.
Let them know and offer to
Like
help
he's
them
not
if needed.
particularly
If they need
special.
information, if they need
Special
social media
needs, but
profiles,
he's
they
not
need
special.
clips, videos, offer to forward them all of that. And you might want to link them to the video, like Tectone's video out there on X. You can download that video, get it out there, and say, hey, look, take a look at this video. This is what's being said on Twitch, which is a subsidiary of Amazon. This is an Amazon, baby company, a subsidiary of Amazon. Hey, look at what's going out there.
I
This
wouldn't be
is not
shocked if
appropriate,
Bezos
right?
was like, I never even
And
looked at
last, this is
Twitch.
very important. I want to add this to the end, and this is
They
something
bought
that
Twitch just for the code.
I know. Please say thank you. Complaints and raging emails are routine. A lot of people get raging emails and complaints. Very few people get thanks. Many times, many employees have never heard the word thank you in their career. Be polite in your communication. Be thoughtful in your communication. Use thoughtful language and precise wording. Do not be hateful. Do not yell and scream and demand they do something.
It's
Be
free and everyone feels good.
thoughtful.
This is a good tip for life. Like, if you're nice to an employee, generally speaking, they will go above and beyond for you if you're genuinely nice to them.
Be precise. Be better, right? Be better than the people screaming and reeing out there, and go
Like
in
every
with a
employee I've
mission,
ever been
go in
nice
with
to,
a
just
goal, go in with an objective. to
let me get away
these
with stuff, we'll
relationships
say.
broken with anybody that's going to promote
Like
violence.
they'll put in their employee discount codes for me, or like they'll let me use stuff I haven't paid for if it's like a service. Like in my gym, I don't really like going up there, but they used to let me use the recovery suite, which usually you have to pay for separately, for free, just because I was friends with them. They still would, I just don't bother going up there
Or any platform or
and
business
stuff like that.
does not remove people that promote death and violence. It's not acceptable. And remember, saying thank you is free and it helps everybody. You feel better after saying thank you. Like right now, guys, I'm going to say thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for being
Thank
my
you for being
audience.
so
And thank you for all the
handsome.
support and love you've given despite whatever topics I cover on the internet. I appreciate you, and there's no way I can repay you for what you've given me and what I have in my life because of you guys. See that? Doesn't that feel good for everybody? Guys,
Yes, I
take
feel
care
very
with all
good.
those
I'm
around
very
you.
hard
Say
right
thank
now.
you to all
Thank you,
those
Andrew.
in your family, friends, all those you work with, and I will catch you on the next one.
Oh man, he's so hot. Um, I'll just skim the comments. There's at least 30 Hassan really stepped on it this time. Yep. Asmongold leaves for 2 weeks and the world goes to shit. Every time Asmongold leaves, the world like blows up. So we don't even have Tectone to like rein in some people. They both left. Well, left. I'm using fairy fingers. They're on break. Dan Hassan should be investigated. Elon's got the crash for a lawsuit, or the cash for a lawsuit, so I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. For making a complaint about any of these people cheering the violence. Use the phrase, I don't feel safe. Can't be prosecuted for inciting violence. I'm sure he can. Yeah, he probably could be, just most people aren't bothered to go after him for that. I mean, I don't know what Tectone's cooking up. Every time Tectone speaks about what he's doing, it sounds like he's cooking up some fucking devious master plan to take over the world. So maybe Tectone's going after him. I don't fucking know. But yeah. Thank you, handsome man. I might make him my wallpaper for my slap channel. I'm going to be completely rent free about him. So thank you, Andrew. Link to the video will be in the description. Go over, watch it, give him a like. He actually does a lot of really good like law stuff. So